years ago, I decided to get in better shape by doing some trail running. I went to my local REI and asked about running shoes. I was led to a wall with like 300 running shoes on display. I just stood there dumbfounded, not knowing which shoe to pick. Fortunately, the helpful staff of REI was able to give me a little bit of info, and from that I was able to choose the right pair of shoes for me. As a developer, you may be stuck in this paradox of choice, where you have an idea for a game or an app, but are confused by all the options and development tools available for you. Today, like my REI friends did for me, I'd like to give you some info to guide you in choosing the right developer path for creating your mobile, VR, or glasses experiences so that you can avoid the paradox of choice. In this presentation, we will start out talking about the VR audience and how it is changing. Then we will explore the developer paths for mobile, VR, and AI glasses that you can use to reach that audience. To build a successful app, the first thing you will need to understand is your audience. We are seeing some shifts in the VR audience that we want you to be aware of. Traditionally, the VR audience has been driven by hardcore gamers and VR early adopters. While we are still seeing growth in this traditional audience, more recently, we have seen much more growth in teens and young adults. We are also seeing an expansion from those early adopters to the more mainstream users as the product and use cases mature. Now, the information I'm giving you today is based on the VR audience, as the wearable apps aren't yet launched, but we expect those wearable apps to be much more like the mainstream users that we'll discuss today. Teens and young adults are shaping how immersive platforms evolve. They're spending more time in these environments, and they're coming with a different set of expectations. They're looking for lightweight, fun, creative experiences that reflect how they already interact on mobile. They are also much more likely to spend their time in multiplayer, social games than in single-player premium experiences. With this shift to teens and young adults, we also see much more participation in free-to-play models versus the premium models. It's not just teens and young adults. Mainstream consumers are increasingly using mobile, VR, and wearables as part of their daily routines. This audience isn't just early adopters anymore. Media consumption is one of the primary use cases for wearables. I mean, who hasn't listened to their favorite podcast wearing Ray-Ban Meta glasses? But media consumption in general has seen very strong growth in MetaQuest headsets as well. Whether it's watching sports highlights or your favorite movie, the fully immersive media watching experience is really something to enjoy. We're also seeing a behavior change from experimentation to habit. If you get used to the large screens with remote desktop or watching movies on a virtual large screen, you tend to return to that experience. Work out in one of the many fitness apps, and your gym just looks a little boring after that. So, how do you decide where to start? Let's presume you have an idea for an app that you want to develop. Can you take advantage of any of the trends that we just mentioned? Now, these changes aren't absolutely required, but it would be better if you had a tailwind to drive your app if you can make the changes. Think, for instance, does your app appeal to teens and young adults? Could you add social? What about multiplayer? Could you maybe take advantage of the free-to-play model instead of the premium content model? Could you get to the market quicker by simplifying your game and developing it as a world in Meta Horizon and targeting mobile first? Maybe you could leverage that habit-forming behavior that we mentioned by introducing game elements like daily challenges. We also have a variety of devices that you could target for fully immersive experiences with MetaQuest, or even lighter experiences for AI glasses. This all depends on the app and who you want to reach. Finally, you need to understand the build path options. We have several different build paths based on the type of app that you want to build and your target device. Let's go into those in a little more detail. Let's talk first about mobile and VR development. I'll pick up the wearable development path on the next slide. Now, whether you're building for Meta Horizon OS for MetaQuest devices, there are four main development paths. Let's start with our no-code or low-code option to create engaging worlds in Meta Horizon that can be played on mobile or in headset. This is the best path for creators building social experience that want to get started quickly and build something rapidly. Creating in Worlds allows you to make worlds available on mobile and web, as well as VR. This enables users to access worlds from any device and, as a result, can unlock a broader reach for your published worlds. Now, it's easy to get started, and you can even create your first game totally within the headset. For a slightly more sophisticated environment, there are also desktop editors available for worlds. Next, we have the traditional game developers building with game engines. Most of our developers in this segment use either Unity or Unreal. But Meta is also a strong supporter of OpenXR, and it is the base for all of our game engine integrations. It enables cross-platform development across VR devices. Game engines allow developers to build a full spectrum of immersive contents, from building a simple casual game to AAA games that push the realism and performance to the max. Also, last year at Connect, we opened our platform to mobile developers. From media to utilities to productivity, apps are playing a larger role in our content ecosystem. If you're a mobile dev, you can easily port your existing mobile app to MetaQuest, enabling users to utilize your experience as a panel while multitasking with other things. This is a lightweight process that some devs have completed in as few as a few days, from port all the way to publish. There are many capabilities that are unique to VR, like creating spatial experiences, mixing physical and virtual objects, and creating truly immersive content. Mobile devs can now extend their existing mobile experiences and spatialize it for MetaQuest using Meta Spatial SDK. This framework enables Android devs to quickly develop spatial experiences for MetaQuest, leveraging their existing Android skills. Finally, we have web development. For web devs who want to build immersive experiences, we fully support WebXR. WebXR is one of the best ways to build across devices, and we continue to see the web community produce innovative XR experiences. WebXR experiences can now be shipped to the Meta Horizon store, opening up another distribution channel for our web devs on MetaQuest. In order to have a vibrant and diverse ecosystem of content, we need to make our platform accessible to all developers. These 4 build paths give all builders real options to create experiences for Meta Horizon OS. We are taking that a step further now using AI. There are many new AI features that we are announcing at Connect across these build paths that will accelerate your development on Horizon OS. Whether you want to go deep or just test the waters, there is a build path for you. Now, I know you love your AR glasses, but as developers, I also know you're thinking about what I could do if it were easy to develop mobile app features that access the sensors on those glasses. We are announcing the release of Meta Wearables Device Access Toolkit in developer preview. This new toolkit will allow you to build integrations with your AI glasses for your mobile apps. Using this SDK, you can build integrations that access the camera, the mic, and the speakers. Maybe you want to stream video from the cameras to capture a live event or to support remote assistance. Or you could use voice commands to control your app and trigger media capture. You can even provide audio feedback directly to the users or use tap gestures to send lifestyle events to your app and build behaviors around those events. Think of all the lifestyle, messaging, social, and productivity apps that could take advantage of the stylish, lightweight, Ray-Ban Meta glasses that can be worn for extended periods of time on the go. For example, maybe you can build a live coach feature that allows your coach to see what you're seeing from your point of view, be it in the gym or out on the golf course, all the time giving you live feedback. Or perhaps you could build a feature into your app that live streams what you're seeing onto your platform of choice. The possibilities are endless in how you can leverage our eye-level camera and open-ear audio that would enable you to build a very distinctive on-the-go experience like never before. Of course, we expect developers to be creative and come up with even more use cases that we haven't even dreamed of. The Meta Wearable Device Access Toolkit is fast to set up, simple to integrate, and it will be available this year in Developer Preview. Take your mobile app, make it hands-free, heads-up, and always available. If you've been waiting for the right moment to explore AI glasses, this is it. If you would like to be notified when Developer Preview goes live later this year, head to developer.meta.com/wearables. So, whether you're building full immersive experiences or lightweight extensions, whether you're coming from mobile or VR or wearables, Meta is giving you the tools to start building today, and the audience is already here. Your job is to find the path that fits your product, test, launch, and grow. Because the future of computing isn't one of just the platform, it's a constellation of connected services. And you're in the right place to shape what comes next. We hope you will get started today. Please go to developers.meta.com to learn more.